Hey everyone, it's Phil again from Ashland Leather. Today I have something really special for you. This is the pit tanning process for Shell Cordovan at Horween. It hasn't changed in over 100 years, and the guys you're about to see in this video have over 100 years of experience. So it's a really amazing thing. I'm gonna walk you through it. So what we're looking at here is the basement of Horween Leather Company. This is the pit tanning process for the Shell Cordovan leather, and it's actually a 2-month process, and we're seeing here is the second of the 2 months in the pit. The first month is mostly a salt and water mixture, and in the second month we're going back in with a tree bark extract special mix that we make at the tannery. And about 100-200 feet away from where they're standing here, we actually cook all of those crystallized tree barks on site at Horween. So we do everything in-house. It's all proprietary formulations. But what they're doing here is they're tacking the leather onto wooden slats so we can lay them into the pits that you're seeing here. So slowly the tree bark extracts will penetrate the fibers of the leather and they will tan them. All those extracts will tan them, I should say. And what's happening is we're slowly adding concentration of the tree bark extracts into these pits to slowly tan it. If you do it too quickly, it tends to make the leather sort of cardboardy. It doesn't have a nice outcome. And here you can see the sort of relaxing, gentle agitation on the pits. Each of those slats has Cordovan tacked to it. So again, that takes about a month in those pits. It's a really relaxing aisle to walk down in the basement at the tannery. So after we come out of the pits, we need to rinse off some of the solids from the butts. And that's what you're seeing in this drum here, is we're just running cold water and giving it a nice rinse. It's sort of like a large washing machine that you would have at home. All of the water, I should say, gets treated on site by Horween too. We have our own wastewater treatment plant. So this is, you're seeing Neil on screen now. Neil is one of my favorite people at the tannery. He's a great guy, but he also has worked there for almost 50 years now, which is an incredible thing. So he's passing on his knowledge to others now. He has a great deal of knowledge. It's not a simple process what he's doing here. This is one of the more critical points. What Neil is doing is he's trimming off any machine damage from the Cordovan butts. So you see the little stringy looking things, those are from our shaving process, where we're starting to dig down to that gold of the shell in the horse butt. So not everywhere on the hide is that dense fiber layer that we call the shell. So he's cutting off a large strip there, and you can see what's left are just these two small ovals. And actually between the ovals is not shell either. So it takes a really careful eye to see. You can start to see where it gets a little bit darker on the leather at this stage, where the shell actually is and where it isn't. So here's a good look. On the left you can see it's a little darker, and that is the shell. And when you start going towards the right, it doesn't look as dark. So you have to have a bit of experience to know where that shell is sort of hidden under the skin. So again, we're seeing Neil trim up the skins here. He's trimming off any machine damage, and he's also laying it out so it'll go nicely through our finishing process. There's still there's actually still 4 months to go in the process at this point. So it's his job at this point to separate out things that are shell from things that aren't shell, and then set it up to be prepared and finished nicely in the rest of the process. So what he cut off there that looks like a large mustache shape, that is something we call a horsehide strip, which we actually sell as a byproduct, and they're very nice veg tan leather that you can buy from companies like the Tannery Row sells them. Horween also sells them to larger customers directly. And this last piece that he's going to trim here, you can see in the front has sort of a hole or a bunch of extra layers, it looks like, and that's something that would not go nicely through our finishing process. So you'll see at the end, he will trim that out just so it lays out flat. So again, remember there's still 4 months of processing to go after the 2 months we're at here. Everything sort of just takes time. We just do it slowly, do it right. The result's always great.